Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lena, and on today's video I'm excited to show you all how to make this DIY lamp, which was made out of all recycled material. If you're interested in learning more, please stay tuned. I was able to find some decent solid wood pieces in my scrap wood bin, and I'll be using these pieces for the bottom base of my lamp as well as that top portion to hold the bulb. And the only thing with these pieces is I have to take it to the table saw so that I could rip it down to clean up these edges and to remove all these old nails and staples. And once I do that, I'll get something like this to work with. Now that I've ripped down this piece of wood, I want to do a cross cut on it with the miter saw here. And I know I want a longer piece for my base and just a slightly shorter piece for the top part of my lamp. So this section here will be about 9 inches and over here will be about 13 inches. Now that I have my two pieces cut down to size, I'm going to take it to the disc sander here, which is a pretty awesome sander because it's super aggressive and it will help me round out the corner pieces here that I've outlined with something circle, and that way I'll have a visual of how to shape it and whatnot. And the thing with this sander, I have to wear a face mask, of course, as well as safety glasses because the dust gets everywhere. I'm now finished with the sanding aspect, and this is how it looks like on both of the pieces here. And I am going to work with the hole saws right now to create a hole for this galvanized pipe. So I already started with this hole here, like that. And in last week's video with the DIY upcycled entryway hallway bench that I made, I mentioned that you could flip over your piece and then you can meet that same hole with your hole saw, and that way you don't have too much tear out. So let's try that. I finished cutting out the holes for the top piece of my lamp here. I have the size for my bulb socket here, and then over here this is the size for my galvanized pipe. And for my base piece right here, I have the hole for the galvanized pipe on the base. And now I need to drill a hole with this 5/16 drill bit into the side of the base, so that way when we assemble everything together, the cord can come out through this hole and the lamp is able to sit flush onto the desk or table that is on it. And right now I have my clamp on this piece because I wanted to try something I just thought of to make my own makeshift vise basically. So I have this clamp on this piece. I'm going to lay it flat onto my work table, take the other clamp, make sure I lock it in place, and super sturdy, and I'm not drilling anything crazy, so I think it's going to work. And it's like a homemade vise. And there you go. The hole went through and it's out through this hole in here. Now let's take apart this bulb socket and all of this hardware part so that way we can run the cords into our base and our top. We'll start off with the bottom base and we'll run this cord into the base. First, let's take off this piece as well. So have all of your pieces set aside, and we'll take the cord and run it through here to that side hole that we made. Then pull it up through the galvanized base hole that we made. Like that. And then we'll add the galvanized pipe. Run the cord through the pipe. it to the top portion as well, the galvanized hole, not the bulb socket one. Run it through that. So you can picture it kind of like that. Now that we have the cord running through the base, the galvanized pipe, and up to the top portion, we want to reassemble the bulb socket. And the first thing is you want to put back this black cover first into the side hole here. Okay, get that in, move that towards the top up here, and then attach the two coppers back onto the screws here. Wrap it around. Take your screwdriver and make it tight again. Okay, and then the other screw over here. Wrap it around. Put the cover back onto it. Like that. And then let's just see how it will look on the top base, the top part. Be like that. But since we don't want the bulb socket to keep falling through the hole here, we're still going to use this L bracket piece that came with this whole set. And that way this L bracket can hold it on top of the top portion like that. And there's a lot of gap, but we'll figure that part later. Take your little bolt here. Screw back on. Okay, and then I'll be back once I tighten everything all together and assembled it together. Alright, here is the lamp put together. It's sitting nice and flush on top of the table here. Here is the cord running through that little hole on the back of the base. And then up here, the cord, the bulb socket, the bulb's on, and there's that L bracket holding it in place. And now the moment of truth. Let's see how it looks with it on. And I think it looks great. So simple, so industrial minimalist, I want to say. And since this cord here is exposed, I want to take this material here off of the old beach tote that I used in one of my upcycled dresser video. I'm going to take off or take apart this string and wrap it around this top portion here, so that way it could give it some texture. Okay everyone, here is the lamp sitting on an actual nightstand next to a bed. It looks super cute against the deep green color of the wall. Here is that string that I wrapped around the top cord here just to give it some more texture. And I placed it next with a book and some jars and plants just to give it a cozy vibe. And just to let you know, all of the material that I used was from that same solid oak bedroom furniture set that I made everything else with that you've seen so far. Even the bulb itself is from the original set, as well as the bulb socket and cord. The wood pieces came from that set, and then the galvanized pipe I've had for some time, and that's the same pipe that I used for the DIY upcycled entryway bench. But I hope I inspired you to take something old and change it into something new. Oh, I forgot to turn it on for you. There we are. It gives a reflection of the flint inside, so that's what you're seeing floating around. And I think I'll make a few more so that I can add this to my kiddos' bedrooms when I make over their bedrooms. And there you have it, everyone. That's how I built this DIY lamp made out of all recycled material. I hope I inspired you to take something old and change it into something new. Please remember to subscribe to my channel as well as liking this video. And until next time, another DIY coming at you. Bye.